Yeah, hello, my name's Phil, FIL. Today I visited one of the most deprived villages in England. I can't actually remember what it was called, but the pub that we went to was called the Purple Helmet, and it's one of the nicest pubs I've ever been to. I really recommend it. The beers were bloody nice. I tried loads of different ones, but the one I kept getting was the dry hop lager from Adnams Brewery. I think we were in Suffolk, and I think Adnams might be a Suffolk brewery. I don't know. But they certainly tasted fresh wherever they were from. And I've just had a week off drinking alcohol and given myself a bit of a detox, but I was fucking happy to be back having a few pints in the toilet, that's for sure. Yeah, and then I went and found Mrs. Phil again and sat out and had a few pints with her in the beer garden. She was just enjoying the day, sat by the river, having a few pints, and just really nice place to be. All the people were kind of like, you could tell they were pretty wealthy. Like all the kids that were running around were called fucking Humphrey and Charles and stuff like that. We even saw Sam Fender on a paddle boat, and Samuel Jackson as well. He was out on a date with someone that I can't think of, a famous person. And then went back to the van. We were camping just up from the pub, like literally right next door to it. Went back and I quickly got the fire on the go. Give the dog some food, and then got in the van and started making us some dinner. The food at the pub looked good, but fucking don't really have the money for that, to be honest. So we make us up some chicken wraps in the back of the van. I got these Cajun chicken tits from Sainsbury's, really nice. I just slapped the tits in the pan and got them on a high heat. Obviously I was cooking for Mrs. Phil today, so I fucking use the correct utensils and not fuck around too much. The pooch was clearly trying to butter me up because she could smell the sweet, succulent Cajun chicken breasticles frying away in the pan. But she can't eat this, otherwise she'd be spraying Weetabix everywhere. I spilt loads of shit on the side, so I wiped up with a beer kitchen roll, and then cracked open a beer. Brewdog Lost Brewery beer or something. It's really nice. It's like a posh lager. But it was on special in Tesco's, I think maybe 10 cans for a tenner, so like quid a beer. Was alright. Just quickly move the shit out of the way and do a piss out the back of the van. There was hardly anyone else on the campsite, so yeah, good. I got the chop the red peppers in there. This is a good tip: if your food's cooking too much one side, you can like just cook half the food on the other side of the pan or something, and then I fucked one of the pita breads up, but luckily I've got a 4-pack, so I opened another one. The pita breads, I put loads of, like, to tell a good pita bread, you should be able to split it without it kind of all ripping, and then you should just be able to open the flaps and it should stink of yeast. Got this lettuce for 24p, happy with that. Stuffed a load of that in there, chucked my meat in the fucking flaps as well, and then went and sat outside by the fire, and we had some fucking Cajun chicken wraps. Like, they were really, really good. Cracked a beer and just fucking enjoyed the rest of the night. What a treat. Well, that truly was a magnificent evening. Great campsite. It's called what is it called? Riverside Camping, and it's in Henny. Like, I don't know what the village is called. Henny, or like Great Henny, Little Henny, or something. One of them. 20 quid for the night. and there's literally the pub just over there where you could go in the river. You can rent a paddle board. The food looked great. I'm not fucking paying for that, but yeah, beers were fucking sensational as well. Expensive. You're probably looking at £6 a pint easy. But you know, if you do want a taste of the high life, you can come here, pay £20 to park up for the night, and then just get yourself a fucking 20 pack of Lidl's fizzy beers, and then probably just wander down there and get a water and just kind of absorb the atmosphere. I think that's as cheap as you're going to do it, because the people at that pub last night were like, fucking hell, like tweed elbow patches and salmon pink chinos and boating shoes and stuff like that, like, you know, a jumper tied around your neck kind of people, which is fair enough. I think a lot of them are kind of like born into it. A lot of people called like Humphrey and fucking Giles and stuff, you know. There was a few sort of like Essex geezers there, which they've probably just done really fucking well for themselves, and this is where they've ended up, so fair play. But yeah, for £20 and a quick stop off at Lidl, you can have a taste of the Downton Abbey lifestyle. What a treat.